wisdom here from Rico and Pearlo's House of Exotic Picks Frolic. And good start to the day. Had the over in the Montreal game, had over first period in the Montreal game. What else did I have? I had new hook over shots. That was a big one. But I had Buffalo, and I'm not going to have Buffalo anymore. Buffalo, you got to play with some. You got to play with some physicality, man. Holy crap! They were just sticking their sticks out there, not taking the man. And Montreal's putting two guys down low to get the puck, and they're not taking either man out. So it's you got to take the man out down there. You got to put him on his ass. It's a good play. They seem to be able to not. They don't want to put their center down low. Apparently, that's how you get. That's how you combat that. You got to play your center down low, and I don't see them doing it. I don't see them doing it. So, yeah, it's. I just can't see Buffalo coming back. They look gassed. Maybe it's that same problem that Carolina has with a man-on-man system. They're wearing down the stretch. But yeah, I got Buffalo for the series, and it's not happening. Buffalo's not winning that series. No way. They did start jumping and chasing, but when they get down low, there's only a couple of guys that actually muck it up and try to get the puck. Tage looks hurt. That doesn't help. But overall, their defense is big, but they're not playing with any physicality whatsoever, and they're just getting beat all over the place. So that's probably over. I just don't see them bouncing back the way they're playing. They should drain it next game, but I'm not betting them. I'm not betting either side from now on. I'm just going to keep on betting the overs, and the overs are hitting. Over 5.5 hit, no problems. I had an over first period hit. I live bet the over second period, 2.5 at plus 190 or something like that. Got that. What else did I have on there? Go check out the chat here. Hello, how you doing, Crystal? And hey, Cryo Steve. It's Cryo Steve. Okay, is that it? Cryo or Cryo? Cryo probably. Yeah, I mean they Buffalo didn't play with any physicality down low. You're not going to beat anybody like that. All they did was just try to take the puck off with their stick constantly all the time, and not going to win that way. Maybe they do the next game. They have to. I'm starting to wonder if that man-on-man system is just doing the same thing it did to Carolina. Young team. It's a tough physical system to play. And once the physicality goes out of that system, how do you play man-on-man if you don't take the body? Can't. Cryo, yeah, okay, cool. You can't win playing man-on-man without taking the body. It's simple as that. I don't care who you're playing, you're not going to win. And they're not. They look. They're reaching all over the place and chasing the game because of it, and it's gonna. Montreal's probably gonna. I don't know. Buffalo might win the next one, but I think they look tired. They look tired, and I love that man-on-man system I love that man-on-man system, but it's physically very taxing on a team. I thought they would be okay in this round, but no, they're not. And the next one, if they were to happen to win this series, which I don't think they will, they get crushed against Carolina. Crushed. Oh, it would be terrible. I want Montreal to win just so we have a better series against Carolina now. Take my loss in the series play. 0-14 when trailing 2-1 in the best of best of 7 series for Buffalo. Yeah, it's not looking good. And then Montreal, I mean, that'll be the biggest test when they play Carolina, because a rested Carolina team is not going to do what Buffalo is doing. You're going to see way more physicality. For sure. I still like my bet for Carolina to make the finals, regardless of who comes out of this one. In this game here, I think I missed it on the hook. No, it wasn't even on the hook. I had over 8.5 saves for Hart in the first period, and I didn't get it. I'll tell you right now, I just lied bet both teams to score and over 2.5 in the second period. I have Dorofeyev over shots. I don't think that's doing very well either. Oh, I had Darlene over shots. I hit a lot in that last game, but I'm giving it back in this one. Dorofeyev has 1 shot. Hopefully we get it. I didn't take Carlson over shots this game, and so far I'm glad I didn't, because he doesn't have a single one. Going back to the D more. New hook over shots in the last one. I wish I would have put more on that. Yeah, I don't think they're going to choke in this. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I bet against Carolina every single time up until now, because, again, back to that man-on-man system. It's draining on the body, and Brind'Amour is freaking stubborn, and he won't rest his players in the regular season. He won't switch up the system in certain games. They play it all for full 82 games. It's just absolutely ridiculous. But this year, he actually rested his players. It was unbelievable. And there were some games in the regular season where I could tell that they were just kind of taking it easy. This finally, it took them how many years to figure out that the regular season is a marathon. You don't have to freaking go out and beat the shit out of everybody every game. And not only that, they're getting 9 days off, man. And how many between the Ottawa series? They don't have any injuries. They're going to be at full strength going into the Western Finals. And that is the first time they've ever done that. Yeah, I mean, you were playing Florida, you were playing Tampa Bay, playing a Florida team that's going to beat the crap out of you. Yeah, I think they'll get past the Habs. Yeah, I will. I'll tell you, I definitely would rather it be Buffalo. The way I just did a video on the Philadelphia Flyers exit and what they're going to do in the Michkov situation, so I won't talk about it much here. But you can go watch it. But one thing I will say is something that I mentioned in there is St. Louis right now is the best coach in the NHL, no doubt about it. No question. St. Louis is the best coach in the NHL. And that includes Brind'Amour. That includes Brind'Amour. So I wouldn't put past St. Louis to have something against Carolina. I wouldn't put it past them. But on paper, like this Montreal team is really has holes. There's no doubt about that. But St. Louis plays his manpower in such a way that he exposes the other team's weaknesses extremely well. It's just what is he going to do against that man on man system? That's going to be interesting to see what he does. He might have something up his sleeve that I never saw before. That's how much I find this guy fascinating and awesome. Guy that never coached professionally before he got the job in Montreal, and he's just making all the other coaches in the NHL look silly. Like those lower lines, like New Hook. Yeah, I got an idea. With New Hook, I got an idea. Don't worry about your defensive responsibilities. I want you to fly the zone all of a sudden. Like, wow. What a great idea. I mean, it's risky, but you're probably getting the best that he can in a New Hook by doing that. He's not really helping you out too much down there. He's getting overmatched anyways. It's and now look, he's scoring almost every night. And I also think he's probably one of the best motivators for his players. He's fantastic. Um, no doubt about it. He's every time I see him make adjustments and stuff like that, I'm just like, wow, what? That is freaking amazing. That is awesome. Or taking Gallagher out at the right time and giving him rest. We start the second period now, giving him rest and also giving other people an opportunity and then bringing him at the perfect. I should have had more than I did on. I didn't have him on it for a goal, but I had him for overshots. That was money. I wish I would have had more. I should have been a premium shot prop. I don't know what the heck I was doing. It's going to be interesting to see what Vegas does here now. But yeah, he's a great coach. Just Carolina with the full energy is one hell of a team to be playing against, man. It's if they grinded out the season like they have in the previous years, and also had to grind out the first and second round, I would be on Montreal. I'd be on whoever they're playing when it comes to the Western Finals. I would be on whoever they're playing, but not with this type of rest. I can't see it. You watch Sailor Wheel do something that'll blow my mind, and I'll fucking be totally wrong. But I'm sorry. I'm just wanting to see how Vegas plays down low here against Anaheim now. They have an opportunity to play down low against this defense. Like, it shouldn't be a problem. It is exposable. Come on, Vegas. Wake up. There we go. It's down here that they have the opportunity. That's the way you go. Shoot. and rebound. Yeah. All right. We only have one game tomorrow. We got to share this out. I will be on again tomorrow with Dre. He's not going to be coming on tonight. He's out with his. He might come later, but I mean, I'll probably have it done, taken care of by then. I did take Hart over. Yep. I took him first period though too, and I didn't get that. He's got what 10 saves. I don't know. It all depends on if Vegas can pot one here. In yeah, there we go. Vegas got it. I also got the over 2.5 this period, and both teams to score this period. I'm telling you, the defense is going to break down with this Anaheim team. It just has to. They can't have Truba playing as many minutes as he is right now. He's not good defensively. Lacombe is fantastic, and their forwards are not good either. I've got Marner to get 2 points. Hopefully he got a point there. Did he? Who was it that scored that? Howden. Okay. I don't think he got a point in that one. I got him to get 2 points. When Marner's on the wing, take him for points. I'll talk about Marner. I don't know if I talked about Marner before here. Yeah, I don't know if you saw what Tortorella said about Marner, and he said, like the people in Toronto are full of shit. Basically, I've coached against him, and I know what he's done here. And even when he's not scoring, what he does for our team is amazing, and that is true. And what he did for Toronto was amazing too. More amazing, actually, because in Toronto he played just ridiculous minutes. Ridiculous minutes. I don't know how hockey writers, media people do not understand how much more it takes out of the body to be playing against the other team's top line every single night. It's extremely draining. The best teams try to get their top players away from top lines. But if you don't have any depth, which Toronto quite often didn't, your coach is going to look at it and say, the only guy I got that can do this is Marner. Marner played, I think he was fourth most PK among forwards last year. And I've mentioned it before, no forward even came close to the amount of minutes Marner played against elite competition last year. Not even close. In fact, he was fifth among all players, and that should never be. Defensemen should always be in the top 10 there. There shouldn't be one single forward in the top 10. Do you know the other guy who played more than him on PK last year was there was a top 6 forward among top 6 forwards? Eichel played, and that was kind of the reason why they got Marner, so they could take the load off of Eichel a bit. And that's what they did. Both of them played 99 minutes of PK time this year. And they were way down in elite competition because they switched off. They both played against top competition. Marner did it as a center, which is pretty amazing. He's not what people think a shutdown guy is because he's not extremely physical, but he's extremely smart. And I mean, you're just when you're playing when a team and McDavid is a good example too. All year long, he played against elite competition on the road and at home because they didn't have anybody besides Draisaitl, but his wingers get overmatched against top players. Podkolzin and if whoever they had there, Savoy, Roslovich, or whatever, Savoy or Roslovich. Yeah, but they're getting caught in the D zone a lot. They're in the offensive zone. They play with a lot of intensity, but if you like, if I'm Vegas, I'm doing a little more dump and chasing, like little flip passes into the neutral zone and putting pressure on their D because their D are just not very good, and their forwards are not very good on defense. I don't even mind if you're Vegas playing a high up and down game against Anaheim. I don't mind it. The only thing that hurts with Vegas here is no Stone, one of the best shutdown wingers in the game. Should have had a Selke by now, as far as I'm concerned. If he wasn't a winger, he would. But Dorofeyev doesn't get enough credit for how good of a shutdown winger he is. Eichel, he's amazing, Selke level center. Now they got Carlson back again, great shutdown center. And Anaheim just doesn't have those players. They just have they have very they have to do an offensive press every shift and try to keep it in the offensive zone. And they can do that well. Don't get me wrong. They do that well. But in all three zones, if you're asking me who I'm taking here, I'm taking Vegas. And hockey's a 3-zone game. But I mean, like Buffalo can play that way, but you got to play with physicality too. You can't just try to win every battle with your stick like Buffalo's do, and that's ridiculous. You're not going to beat anybody like that. Nobody. I'm mystified by it, to tell you the honest truth. I thought they would be able to play much better. I thought they would be able to play more physical, and I just think that it's still a young team. Carolina took a while to be able to have the physical wherewithal to play a man-on-man system all over the ice. They're not playing a man system all over the ice. They play sort of a trappy neutral zone system, and in the offensive zone, they play zone. But in the defensive zone, they play man-on-man. But even that, any defensive zone man-on-man is hard on the body. That's why it's so amazing that Carolina does what they do, playing man-on-man in every part of the ice. It's crazy. It's crazy. But if they have rest and you do it right, it's so hard to beat, man. So hard to beat. Like people are the people that like Ottawa fans that are getting on Ottawa for losing in a sweep, or like that system is so strong when you have players that are that strong as they are. Like Brindamore has, those guys are machines, physically machines. Yeah, when Anaheim gets time down low in the offensive zone, they're definitely dangerous. There's no doubt about that. And they're smart. They're a high volume shooting team. If you're going to play like that, you have to be a high volume shooting team, and they are. Nice hit. Ooh. Anyways, game tomorrow. I just can't see Colorado having that same playing with that same intensity that they played in the last game. I just can't see it. The Wild played really well. Colorado played like I don't know. I don't know what they were doing there. But the Wild did. I mean, they played really aggressive. Colorado looked lost. Colorado looked like they were not ready for the game. One thing I will say though is there's I will say though that without Manson in that lineup, Colorado's defense is a little bit exposed. That's for sure. Once you get past McCarr, and let's see, I'm going to take a look at Malinsky. No, Malinsky's great, but he's just a small dude. But he's got he's not used to playing against elite competition, and he's having to here. Burns hasn't really been noticeable, but that's actually not too bad for a guy who's as old as he is as a third pair. But you can expose that defense a little bit if you can get, and they showed it. They showed it that you can do that. I would lean. I go back to the over here. I know they didn't get an over last time, but coming this ain't working. What's going on here? Okay. It's juiced to the 6.5, eh? But I'm going to play Colorado. I'm just going to play. I'm not going to play it too heavy, but I'm going to play Colorado. I think you saw the worst game that they're going to play. I don't know if it doesn't sound like Eck is coming back. And it doesn't sound like Brodin is coming back. Wild drained it that last game too. So they're going to have to. Colorado, it almost seemed like Colorado said, I'll let them drain. We'll let them drain it this game, and we'll get them the next. That's really what it felt like to me. I think Colorado said, you know what? If we burn ourselves out in this one and we lose, we're in trouble the next one. That's what it felt like to me. It's an energy game, this game. That's why, I mean, if Vegas wins this one, it's going to be tough for Anaheim. This was a really good energy spot for Anaheim. That's why, like Ian and Alex were both on Anaheim here as their best bets, and I get it. It is an energy spot for them. They should have more energy. But I'll take Colorado. And I'll go back to Volstad over saves. I think I got it last time. I'll go back to it again. Colorado will especially be shooting even more here. If they're playing with high energy, you're going to get lots of shots. The only reason why you wouldn't get over saves for Wallstat here is if Colorado does dummy them early. I'm not sure that that'll be the case. Colorado puck line first period probably be a good play. I like that. Colorado puck line first period. I'm not getting my bets for the second period here. That's for sure. What do we got? One. We need. I mean, to get the second period bet, I need Anaheim to score, and I don't want that to happen. So I don't mind if I lose this. Colorado puck line first period. Colorado money line. I don't think so. I think this was just a high energy game for Anaheim. They're going to do this. They're going to do this to you. They're going to have their chances. There's no doubt about that. When they have energy like this, they're going to have. But I like the transitional option for Vegas. And if there's any energy dip for Anaheim, if Vegas gets the D zone, gets possession, I like the percentage of chance that they score more than Anaheim. They're keeping most of the shots to the outside. They're playing a good road game. It's nothing wrong with it, really. You hold them off. Wait for them to dip. Wait for them to dip a little bit. Yeah, it's what happens when you're at home or when you're on the road against a team that plays that type of offense. Let them wear themselves out a little bit, soften them up, and then take possession. I don't really think Anna. I like that one goal for Hart. That was tough. It's allowing them to get inside is where the big thing is here, because they are going to have they're Anaheim's going to be draining it for sure. It wasn't my favorite for Vegas to win this game, but I think when the crunch comes down and the any energy drain waiver, I think Vegas has a good chance to pull it out. Need Hart to save like all the saves that he needs to save. One thing I will say is that if you're going to play it off the boards against Anaheim, don't bounce it heavy off the boards. You want it to go right around the outside, tip it out, because they're going to activate their defense on the offensive side. The other thing, and there's nobody on the sidewall there. I don't know where everybody was on that one. That's where you see that a lot in Edmonton. Defenseman comes around and there's nobody on the sidewall, and you're like, what the fuck's going on? Where are you guys? All sitting up by the blue line? Come down here. Ooh, come on. Oh, why didn't you shoot? That's what I don't like about Vegas. What are you passing there for? Why pass? I don't know. Like, you got an opportunity like that. Those stalls not Vasilevsky or you know, Carlson took a good shot there. That was a perfect shot. Come back for a rebound. Marner didn't get there in time. No, Marner was the one that passed it. Let me see. Maybe he knew he was beat, so he had to pass it off there. But in the playoffs, I like, and I think Torts will say this too. I'd rather you shoot it at the goaltender and stop the play. Playing against a team like Anaheim, and we'll gain possession back again, than doing than playing a pass to the outside where you're really good chance you're going to lose possession. This is what they should be doing. Shoot, stop the play, get the offensive face off, do it again. Dobish, I think, is better than Dostal right now, but yeah, I think they're both. I mean, I think Dostal is really good, but right now he's a little bit funky, and a lot of that has to do with the defense in front of him too. But Dobish, I mean, if Buffalo actually played with some physicality, I think they'd have a little more opportunity there. But playing the way they're playing, they're like, you got to play physical in the playoffs. I don't care what system you have, you got to play physical. And they're not. One of these will go eventually. Hartman overshots tomorrow. He's just constantly shooting over. He's constantly shooting over. Look at a couple props here. But Hartman, I'll be playing for sure. Well, yeah, I think you'll see a bounce back from Colorado tomorrow. Quite a bit of a bounce back. Over first period for sure. Colorado first goal, first period. Colorado puck line, first period. There we go. A nice little dump and chase. It's because they were changing, though. I wish Vegas would do that a little more. I don't want them to do it all the time or anything, but I wish they would do it a little more. McKinnon's been going over. Oh, but I think it's always 4.5 for him, right? So Nietzsche's over 2.5. Can you get that? He's been over quite a bit for shots, anyways. Kadri has been as well. I thought Molinsky would be firing a lot more now that Manson is out, but hasn't really been doing so. Lehkonen hasn't been shooting the last 2 games. And of course, for Minnesota, it's Boldy. Not getting saves for. See, this is not good when you see Anaheim not getting shots like this. That's because it's their bread and butter, man. Getting high volume shots is their bread and butter. Volstat over saves. What is that? It's probably 28.5. No, not shots. Saves. 28.5. Yeah, I'd go back to it again. First period, too. I'll split it between the first period and the full game over saves. Colorado should be shooting like crazy tomorrow. Hymes body Lubit's the best there. I said it, didn't say that yet. Yeah, I think that's what I got tomorrow. Ball stat over saves. And I think if you want, we'll just continue watching this game. Anaheim's not getting shots through now. I kind of want him to. I hate this high volume betting stuff sometimes. You want Vegas to win, but you also want a lot of saves for Hart. It's oh no, okay. Well, they're gonna get saved now because Vegas just got a penalty, didn't they? Hartman is 2 over 2.5 is plus 125. That's pretty good. Why? That might be telling you a little bit of something too if he's getting that good of a price. Yeah, Boldy had 5 last game. Kind of dipped 2 games before that. Hartman. Yeah, really. Over 2.5 is plus 125. He's been over every game this series. Like, count me in for sure. Faber over 1.5. Faber's been shooting a lot. I'm pretty sure Hughes went off. Yes, last game. Did he not? Oh, he only had 1 shot and it was a goal. I'll probably go back to McKinnon over 1.5 points. Didn't get it last time, but I mean, if you play McKinnon over 1.5 points every game, pretty much you're going to be green. So we should get some saves here for Hartman as long as he saves them. But I mean, not. I don't know how many shots Anaheim's had this period, but it hasn't been that many. Vegas has been playing really well. Cool. What was the penalty? That's it? That little tap on the freaking wrist? Are you kidding me? Jesus Christ. Let's see if Vegas is able to do anything, or Anaheim will be able to do anything here. This is going to be kind of telling. Look at that. Look at that nice play. Who was that? Who? I don't know. I can't hear it because if I put it on, you can hear it in the background. So I don't know who that was, but that was a beautiful play to break up that pass. Nice block. I got McNabb over blocks too. I forgot about that. Oh, Ducks score. Son of a bitch. Both teams a score hit though. I haven't seen it yet, but I just went over to see how many blocks McNabb had, and I see that the Ducks scored. Yeah, there we go. Killorn. That's not good. That's not good for my saves prop either, unless the Golden Knights come back in the third. But blocks. Well, one more block for McNabb, and I have the McNabb over for blocks. Where was the breakdown here? Guy came down low. I can't say Hart should have had that. I mean, it's nice to have that, but now you take Dostal over saves next for the next period. You might be able to make. You, actually, I don't know because I just have a feeling Vegas will come back in this. That's why I'm on Vegas because when Anaheim does have to start shutting things down, that's when I don't trust them. They have to play an aggressive offensive zone game to be able to be able to succeed. Yeah, I could have had that. I mean, your goaltender's going to let the. It's not terrible. It's not a terrible goal to let in. But they're starting to see that you can get them underneath the arm there. I think you're starting to notice that. I kind of want to take those stall over saves, but I mean, if Vegas ties it up, then the shooting will slow down. So I'm not sure I'm going to do that. There's a save for 15. I need a lot more. I don't think I'm going to get it unless they tie it up or Vegas comes back, which I think is very possible. Let's see here. All right, so the second period, I don't know what to play here. I mean, I don't mind like a live draw would be all right. I already have Vegas to win, so I'm not going to sure. I'm not sure I'm going to. I know Vegas is a very good third period team. Vegas is still going to have to play aggressive coming out. I just can't. I don't trust him shutting down the team. If you think it can happen, I would take those stall over saves because that's really what's going to have to happen. I just wanted to check here if Carlson's got his shots. I didn't take Carlson here. Yeah, look, Carlson does not have a shot in this game. I'm starting to wonder that something's going on with Carlson. That's why I didn't take him. McTavish got his. A lot of people were on that. That was actually, I forgot all about that play because he's coming back on the lineup. He's going to shoot more. Dorofeyev has 2. I just need one more from him. And Marner has 2 points. I got Marner over points. There we go. So I'm getting a lot of stuff. Vegas power play to start the third. All right. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to a live bet of Vegas here. Plus 230? Is that what that says? Plus 230 for Vegas right now? Oh, you got to put a little bit on that. Come on. Come on. Plus 230? Yeah. Well, I'm going to put a little bit on that. I see no reason why Vegas can't come back in the third here. They're a great third period team. I'm really surprised you're getting that good of a price. I'm going to take it. Put a little sliver on that. Oh, what are we at here? We're almost an hour. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to be on at 10:30 in the morning. JD won't be with us for because JD's doing the post game show. He's on, I think, right now on Sirius Radio, so you can go check him out. He's doing Sirius Radio tonight. Dre is out with his wife. He blamed his wife, man. He said Hernandez had Mother's Day today. He came back in from Iran. I let him come back from Iran to Hernandez is the Pearlo copter driver, one of the Pearlo copter drivers. He came back to see his mom. Back out tomorrow. Quick flight home. I let him come home. See his mom. And lots of workout in Iran right now, man. Crazy stuff. Sending vats of Hymes, like doing straight French vanilla because they don't know the difference there in Iran. They don't know. They don't know. I'm not giving them all the fancy pistachio and all that kind of stuff like that. Just straight French vanilla, just perlocopter after perlocopter of it. Just dump it all over the place there. Stay well lubed, boys and girls. Stay well lubed. Let's see, just for the hell of it, let's see. Third period money line. $21, 12, and 13 for Vegas on third periods in the regular season. At home. Away, 24, 10, and 11. They were a great third period team. In the playoffs this year, not so much. Not as good. 4, 5, and 0. We'll see if they can do it here. How much is it for the draw? You might as well put a little bit on both if it's 230. Plus 230 and game lines. Yeah, 230 for the draw. Put a little bit on both. Let's do that. I got 230 on DK for the draw. Yeah, just play a little bit of both, and you're just challenging Vegas not to win. If Anaheim gets it, Anaheim gets it, I guess. What was that best team? Both teams to score. I just got up a little bit on that. Well, I had 3/4 of a unit on Marner over 1.5 points. Dorofeyev only need one more shot. Got it on that one. I lost 2 units on Carter Hart, and if Vegas lose, I'm pushing even. The best case scenario for me is it goes to overtime and Carter Hart gets the saves and Vegas wins the game. That's the best case scenario for me. Especially now that I just put a little bit on the draw and a little bit on Vegas. Let's do it. Okay, I was looking at both teams. Oh, okay, so I went up like 0.25. I had the over 2.5 at plus 175. Didn't get that, but I did get both teams to score. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. If anybody, I already gave out my picks. I'm looking for some other stuff that I might play here for that game tomorrow. I really like Colorado first goal, first period, and puck line first period. What's the price on it? There's minus 130. And I think Colorado wins that tomorrow. Feels like Makar for a goal tomorrow. That feels like a Makar game to me. Can you get an over 6? I'm going to try putting in an over 6 for that game tomorrow. Just got to play overs in that series. I know that they didn't get it last game, but if Colorado's going to win it, I think you're probably looking at an over. Then over first period is like, try the over 6. Minus 128. Yeah, I'll take that. It's not bad. So I got the over 6. I got Colorado money line, Colorado puck line first period. I don't mind over 1.5 first period and over 5.5. You'd take Colorado money line and over 5.5 if you want. Yeah, that's right. What am I doing? You know what I've been doing this whole time? Tomorrow's the 11th, right? I got to do this for the 12th. Jesus, I've been giving this out for free for... Plus 165 for that puck line first period tomorrow. So they're basically saying Vegas ties it or Ducks get an empty net. Yeah. They think it's going to be tight. I don't know. I'll challenge Anaheim to play defensively on what they have for defense. I'll challenge that. I'll play that. Time we got 106. Yeah, Nathan McKinnon 4.5 is plus 125. He hasn't been hitting it. Look at it. Boldy's 3.5 is minus 150 on DK. They're juicing the heck out of everything. Minus 130. What did you say you got Hartman over shots for? Hart over third is juiced. What's it juiced at? 8.5 or 9.5? I guess I could look for myself. Hart over saves. It's juiced. 8.5. I got 8.5 at minus 125, but I don't want to play that. I'd rather. What's Dostal? So if you want to cover your bet, take Dostal alt saves. What's that? 9.5 is plus 105. If Vegas doesn't score, they'll easily get that. He'll easily get that 9.5. But if they do, then he might not. If Anaheim scores early, then for sure he'll get over that 9.5. But if Vegas scores or Vegas scores it gets up, he won't get it. So it all depends on what you think is going to happen at that period. If you think Vegas is going to do, you do what we did. So I'm not betting it because I think Vegas has a good chance to come back in this game. If you want to cover your bet, you play them both. Then you kind of cover it. If Vegas doesn't tie it up, then you'll get the over saves. And if Vegas does win, so actually I should have did that. Should have took the over saves, take the draw and the money line on Vegas. And then if I don't get it, I'm still green a little bit, but there's one for him already. It's power play too, so. If Anaheim's playing, it's too late now. But if Anaheim's playing, there's 2 already. 2 for Dostal or two for Dostal already. If Anaheim's going to play aggressive and they're not going to sit back, then I want Vegas to tie it up and then win in overtime. That's what I want. To get max on everything that I have bet. Goalie pull early, yeah, that too, yeah. Yeah, you got the goalie pull too. So I don't really like that. And I don't think I'm going to get 24 and a half. I need 7 shots from Anaheim. I might get it. 7 saves for Hart. Yeah, 7 saves for Hart. I could still get that even though they're down. Could still get that. They are a high volume shooting team. So, geez, Hart just fell on his ass. It's going to be super tight. I really need Vegas to score. In more ways than one. You need Cutter goal. Yeah, I know, right? All right. Come on, Vegas. Let's get down the ice and get going here. I think I would have got. Yeah, they got it down. Anyways, guys, I think I'm going to eat and watch the rest of this game and have myself a nap. Thank you all for coming in. Go down to the description. You can get my plays for a whole calendar year for $150. I didn't think they had Leo Carlson had any shots last I looked. Starting to get a little wondered if that. Oh, I got Dorofeyev over shots. Yeah, he's got 0. I don't think he was taken anyway. I'm starting to wonder if Leo Carlson might be a little bit playing hurt. But I'm going to head out, guys. Thanks for coming in. You can catch me at 10:30 tomorrow morning on Exotic Wagers. With the Z. Exotic Wagers. It's called the Forecheck. You can look that up if you want to do it on YouTube. Make sure you're subscribed to him so you can see all that fine frolic. Forecheck. The Forecheck, but you get the picture. I'm going to eat. I'm going to have a nap, and I'm going to get all Hymes up and enjoy the games. So I hope you're enjoying the games as well. See you at 10:30 tomorrow morning with Dre. You can get all his picks and, of course, his parlays. You got to have Parlay Dre. Parlay Dre is one of the best parlay cappers I have ever seen. That's why he's on my show. Love the guy. If you like parlays, you'll like Parlay Dre. See you tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Okay, bye. Oh, tap the like button.